Hey guys, this is John McAllister here, and yes, I've decided to be that guy who studies the science of love. In this presentation, I will touch for the majority on sexual love, but will also skim over concepts like platonic love. Now, sexual and platonic love are very different, but in terms of sexual love, how someone falls in love can be shown through three important stages. These are the lust stage, the attraction stage, and the attachment stage. Now, don't let the names confuse you. They're all very different, but very important. Lust is what a sex hormone driven by the gender chemicals testosterone and estrogen. When you start to know a person and think or that you may like each other, they just have a lot of lust for each other and sexually want the other person. There is a thought in your mind of a chance to have something significant with this other, or nothing at all. Most of lust is, however, driven by sex and makes you want action. There is not much romance yet in the lust stage. As for the attraction stage, this is the phase where the only thing on your mind will be that significant other, and you have officially fallen in love. Woo! Your other will start to take away from everyday activities, keeping you occupied all the time, and your mind is just simply stuck on them. A common activity that comes hand in hand with the attraction stage is daydreaming about your love and imagining scenarios of you two both happily together ever after. However, daydreaming can certainly take place in the lust stage, or even before that, as a matter of fact, but not as much in the attachment stage. Well, I guess it can. If one reaches the attachment stage, their love is truly long-lasting and is certainly more than just simple sexual desires. The attachment stage implies commitment and meaningful compatibility. Two people know that they are almost perfect for each other when you reach the attachment stage, or at least it feels that way. Marriage is a common outcome of reaching the attachment stage because not only do the people work well as lovers, but it is proven that they have become best friends. They trust each other and know that this is the right thing. Hence, they become attached to each other, two people becoming as one. There are some important chemicals that affect love, and they each work hand in hand, yet are very different. I know this isn't a chemistry presentation, but it's important to discuss what scientifically goes on in the body when one is in the science of love, and that starts with adrenaline. Adrenaline is what gets your heart racing and makes you forget about everything else, and you just simply focus on your love, or so you hope what may become your love. Adrenaline is that feeling when your heart is bumping and you are just itching to get out there and almost attack the other person. This can occur early in the stages of falling in love or finding someone. You feel the adrenaline pumping in moments of hoping someone likes you back, for instance. But the adrenaline can certainly come in the other stages. But it is typically most found in the unsure first stage. Dopamine. It's chemicals like dopamine that really get you going. It's the chemicals that work with your neurotransmitters, and they feel like, in short, they make you feel great. It makes you feel like you've accomplished something. When you get drunk or high, there's a lot of dopamine releasing because you feel like you're important or feel like something good is going. Take, for instance, the chase of pursuing a significant other. When you feel successful and that you've earned your other's love, that is the dopamine kicking in and telling you that you actually have done a good job, you've accomplished something. Finding love is not something easy, and the dopamine makes you feel happy about what you've done. Serotonin. Serotonin is the chemical that explains why you can't stop thinking about someone. If you're really in love, that person will never leave your mind because of the raging serotonin in your body. It's very important in the attachment stage, but also in the attraction stage. Molly is, for example, a drug that gives you an unnecessary amount of serotonin and makes you feel generally in love with life. The downside of this, of course, is that your body cannot make the same normal amount of serotonin at the same rate. Oxytocin. When a man or woman achieves an orgasm, oxytocin is released. Studies have shown that after the orgasm, when the sexual interest and drive is lost, it's the oxytocin what makes them want to stay in bed together and close to each other. That's why they call it the cuddle hormone. Coincidentally, the same studies show that when couples reach this state, they grow more attached to each other. In other words, the more sex you have, the more you fall in love with that same person. Sex can bring each other together and just be more than meaningless bumping, should you say. It is also instrumental in raising a child, for it strengthens the bond between a baby and its mother. Oxytocin is responsible for the breast releasing milk when a mother is ready to nurse her newborn. It's very important to the child raising process. Vasopressin. Much like oxytocin, this is a hormonic chemical that the body releases after sex. It controls how much sex the body wants and how much sex the body needs. Each person will release a different amount after sex because they will each have a different reaction after sex. Vasopressin sounds a lot like oxytocin. But the use of vasopressin in the body and how it is being released proves that reproductive sex is not the only thing that sex is for. Constant sex, or not constant, but a good amount, is needed in a stable relationship that will just bring two people closer together.